Eli. Shalom, shalom, and welcome once again to Yahweh's Biblical Research Study class. What we're going to do first is say a prayer to our Father. We'll say our national prayer, and after that, we'll say the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew. What we're going to do is stand and face the east and repeat after me. O Yahweh, God of our salvation, save us and gather us together and deliver us from these heathen, so that we may give thanks to thy holy name and glory in thy praises. Blessed be the holy name of Yahweh and Israel forever. O Yahweh, let them be confounded that persecute us, but let not us be confounded. Let our enemies be dismayed, but let not us be dismayed. Bring upon our enemies the day of evil, and destroy them with double destruction. O Yahweh, forgive our fathers for breaking your laws, and please forgive us for breaking your laws. Help us to never bring shame upon thy great name, nor reproach against thy works. For surely we have turned ourselves to thee, O Yahweh, trying to be upright. And as we confess our faults, please grant us protection against all of our faults. Cleanse us of our secret faults and guide us to the best of morals. For surely our prayers and our sacrifices, our lives and our death are all for thee, O Yahweh. Tefillah, Avenu Shabbat Shemaya, Yikar Shemeaka, Tavo Makuteaka, Yase Rizonka, Ivashamayim came Baaretz, Et Lekan Kukenu, Tain Lanu Hayom, Uslak Lanu, All Qatar Enu, Kimoshaso came, Gomanaknu, Lakut Lanu, Veal Tepeenu, Radeni Sayom, King Kasenu, Minara, Kilakar, Hamamlaha, they are Gibera, they are Teferet, they over me, Selah. We thank thee, Yahweh, O living and eternal King, who has so mercifully restored our souls within us. Praise Yahweh. And again, welcome to Yahweh's Biblical Research Study class. First, I like to testify that Yahweh is God. I like to say that again. I like to testify that Yahweh is God and that his son's name is Yahweh ben Yahweh. When Yahweh came to us, first he had to reveal the name Yahweh because Yahweh was hidden from us. All other names was there for us to know about except the name Yahweh. So the world now knows the name Yahweh. It's because of Yahweh ben Yahweh. He started in 1979 publishing the name Yahweh, millions of copies throughout America and the world. After he revealed his Father's name, he then revealed himself to us. John 5:43 says, I come in my Father's name. Now, the interesting thing is, that's what the Son said. He said, no matter what nobody else said, he said, I come in my Father's name. So everywhere that you read Lord and God in the Bible, we say Yahweh. And also everywhere that we read about the Son or the J name, we say Yahweh ben Yahweh. Why? Because he said, look in your Bibles, John 5:43, where he said, I come in my Father's name. If you don't know the Father's name, it's impossible for you to know the Son's name. Praise Yahweh. There's another scripture that I like to share with you, which is Psalms 118:26. Psalms 118:26. Because he was spoken of or prophesied. And Psalms 118:26 says, Blessed is he that cometh in the name of the Lord Yahweh. We have blessed you out of the house of the Lord Yahweh. So it says, Blessed is he who cometh in the name of the Lord. See, the Lord is a title, but someone has to come in the Father's name. That's why they hid, one of the reasons why they hid the Father's name. Because if you don't know the Father's name, you will not know the Son's name. So he had to reveal his Father and he had to reveal himself. Go to Luke 10:22. Luke 10:22. Come on, Luke. Luke 10:22. And it says, All things are delivered unto me of my Father, and no man knoweth who the Son is, but the Father. Did you hear that? Nobody will know who the Son is but the Father, and whom the Father is but the Son, and he to whom the Son will reveal himself. Praise Yahweh. So here it's saying nobody gonna know who the Father is but the Son. Nobody gonna know who the Son is but the Father. Understand that. We're going to go over a few other scriptures this evening. We're going to go over a few other scriptures this evening before we get a little deeper into that, talking about the Son. But the Son in John 5:43 say he comes in his Father's name. So you got to know the Father's name. They both have the same name. Now, as in all of our classes, 2 Timothy 2:15 tells us to study. Matter of fact, that's a commandment. 2 Timothy 2:15 says, study to show thyself approved, rightly dividing the word of truth. The Hebrew pronunciation for the word study is lahag. And lahag means intense mental application. Intense mental application. So it's not about just calling scriptures. It's not just about calling words. It's about intense mental application. When you apply this to your mind, you will manifest it in your everyday actions. So this is a mind thing. Let me make that clear. So study is intense mental application. Then we're going to go to Psalms 19:7. Psalms 19:7. Psalms 19:7. Come on, Psalm. And it says, the law of the Lord Yahweh is perfect. The law of the Lord Yahweh is perfect. You know why they say nobody could be perfect? Because they know they never taught the law. This system say that the law does not count. That's what these religious institutions, educational institutions say, that nobody could be perfect. And they're right, because they taught that the law didn't count. So it says in Psalms 19:7 that the law is perfect and that the law will convert your soul. The law will change your mind. Soul means mind. And the testimony of the Lord Yahweh is sure, making wise the simple. So if we want to be perfect, we must learn the law. Now here in the Bible, it's saying that the law is perfect. But you have the institutions of the world saying that the law don't count. Let's read a little more in 17:8. The statutes of the Lord Yahweh is right, rejoicing in thy heart. That means if you're not learning the law, statutes, and judgments and commandments as a way of life, you're learning what's wrong, because in 8 it says that the statutes of the Lord Yahweh are right, rejoicing in the heart. The commandments of the Lord Yahweh is pure, enlightening to the eyes. So the law is pure. The law is perfect. 9, the fear of the Lord Yahweh is clean, enduring forever. The judgments of the Lord Yahweh are true and righteous altogether. 10, more to be desired are they
than gold, yea, than even much fine gold, sweeter than honey to the honeycomb. Moreover, by them in thy servant warneth and keepeth of them a great reward. So the law is going to warn you, and when you keep the law, it's going to reward you. It says, who can understand the errors? Cleanse thou of thy secret faults. That's part of our prayer. We ask Yahweh to cleanse us of our secret faults. See, we have faults that are not perfect, and we have to become conscious of these faults, recognize these faults, and cleanse ourselves of our secret faults. See, we have a responsibility. We have to cleanse our own self. I remember this was some years ago. I had to purchase a stainless steel screw. And when I went in the store to purchase the screw, I only needed one screw. And the box of screws was $60 some for about 20 screws. Well, I took the screw out the box, walked out the store with the one screw, and I could hear Yahweh in my mind say, "Oh, you stealing, son." I ran back in that store fast as I could, put the screw back in the box, and paid for it. I was able, because of my studying, to recognize that it was better for me to pay them $60 for the one screw than to steal those people's screw. Because, see, I believe in perfection as a way of life. We must cleanse ourselves of all of our secret faults because we are the children. Those of us that are the children of Yahweh, we must be obedient and examples to the world. Praise Yahweh. It say the law will convert your soul. See, the word convert means you have to change from one path. Change from one path and go to Yahweh's path. That you have to release this system and its unethical, ungodly attributes. Because this system is full of ungodly attributes. One, they tell us that the law is no good. This joker is so wicked and ungodly. When you look at some of his laws, just to give you one example, you heard the term white collar crime, white collar crime. Did you know they got a white collar crime, or blue, or red, or green, or pink, or orange, or gray, and black? All of them stealing. Yahweh say, thou shalt not steal. But they got different degrees and different penalties for stealing. I wasn't even going to take the one screw. I had to run and take it back. Because it say the fear of the Lord Yahweh also is the beginning of knowledge. Praise Yahweh. So Yahweh ben Yahweh first came and revealed his Father's name. And after he made that known throughout the world, started in 1979, and then revealed who he was, and used the scripture, John 5:43, where it says, I come in my Father's name. Praise Yahweh. Some of the things that this son, Yahweh ben Yahweh, will do, because sometimes we think in the past, and see, the scriptures is past, present, and future. So I don't want nobody to think somebody coming back in the clouds, although that's symbolic for now. That's symbolic. But if we don't know it's symbolic and don't research it, we don't have a clue what it means. So if we go to Matthew chapter 1, verse 21, and it says, and she shall bring forth a son, and thou shalt call his name. Now he said he come in his father's name now, but see, they got another name down there. That's why he's known as the great deceiver. His name shall be called Yahweh ben Yahweh, for he shall save his people from their sin. This couldn't be nobody in the past. The world is more full of sin now than ever. And it says he shall save his people from their sin. That means somebody had to come amongst us and teach us. They had to re-educate us. And it says, howbeit when he, the spirit of truth, is come, he will guide you into all truth. See, that means we have not been exposed to all truth. And because we have not been exposed to all truth, people are confused. But remember 2 Timothy 2:15. Don't believe me. Don't believe what I'm saying. Research this for yourself. It's up to you to research this information for yourself. And only the Son can reveal these facts that have been hidden for us. Go to Daniel chapter 12. Daniel chapter 12, and I believe it's 4. Daniel 12. Come on, Daniel. Daniel chapter 12. Daniel chapter 12 and verse 4. And Daniel 12:4 say, but thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book, even to the time of the end. See, the book was sealed up during Daniel's time, and it wasn't going to be opened again until the end time. That's why all the prophets wish that they could be here today to witness what we're seeing. See, we have witnessed Yahweh ben Yahweh, and this is the end time. Everybody know that we're living in the end time. Verse 9 say, and he said, go thy way, Daniel, for thy words are closed up and sealed till the time of the end. Till the time of the end. Verse 10 says, many shall be purified in the end time. Many shall be purified and made white, and they're going to be tried. But the wicked shall do wickedly, and none of the wicked shall understand, but the wise. Those who do 2 Timothy 2:15 study for themselves. Those that study the wise will understand. Praise Yahweh. Now it's saying that the book will be sealed, and there's only one who could unseal the book. Go to Revelations chapter 5. Revelations chapter 5. As Revelations chapter 5, 1 through 5. And it says, and I saw in the right hand of him that sat on the throne a book written wherein, and on the backside sealed with 7 seals. And I saw a strong angel proclaiming with a loud voice, saying, asking the question, who is worthy to open the book and loosen the seals thereof? Now listen now. And no man in heaven nor in earth, neither under the earth was able to open the book, neither to look thereon. See what it's saying here? Nobody else gonna be able to do this. For it says, and I wept much because no man was found worthy to open and read the book, neither to look thereon. And one of the elders said unto me, weep not. You don't have to weep no more. Behold, the Lion of the tribe of Judah, the root of David, have prevailed to open the book and loosen the seven seals. So only the Messiah himself would have to come back and reveal the Bible, because it's written in a way by this system, this world, for us not to understand. We could not have been kept in slavery unless we did not understand. Understand, no man can loosen the book. No man can reveal the name Yahweh. No man could reveal the Son except the Father Yahweh and the Son Yahweh ben Yahweh. We didn't know who Yahweh was. It took Yah ben Yahweh to tell us who he is, to reveal who he is. We must understand who the Father Yahweh is through his Son Yahweh ben Yahweh, so we can find out who we are. See, Psalms 82:6 says that we are God. We are children of the Most High. We are children. If you're a child of Yahweh, everywhere that Lord and God appear in large and small capital letters is Yahweh. So it says, ye are Yahweh. Yahweh dwells in us. Yahweh ben Yahweh came to make us know this, giving us the information that will unlock our mind so we can become who we are. The law is perfect. Matthew 5:48 says, the law, Matthew 5:48, which is a commandment, says, be ye therefore perfect, even as your Father is perfect. Just think about that. Our Father told us to be perfect like he is perfect. That's a clue of who we are. That we can be perfect like our Father is perfect. Go to Deuteronomy 18. Deuteronomy 18 and 18. We'll talk about the Son a little more. Deuteronomy 18 and 18. Come on, Deuteronomy. 18 and 18. Deuteronomy. And it says, I will raise them up a prophet from among their brethren. See, he's not going to come out the sky. He's going to raise them up a prophet from among their brethren, like unto me, like unto thee. So he's telling Moses, say, Moses, after you, I'm going to raise them up someone from among their brethren. He won't be coming back in the sky. Like unto thee, and I will put my words in his mouth, and he shall speak unto them all that I shall command him. And it shall come to pass that whosoever will not hearken unto my words, which he shall speak in my name, I will require it of him. See, the Son has no choice but to talk about Yahweh, his Father. He said he's going to require it. Now go to Hebrews Hebrews chapter 2, verse 14 through 18. Hebrews chapter 2, verse 14 through 18. See, now remember, he said he raised him up one from among his brethren. See, the Son, Yahweh ben Yahweh, came from among us. He was exposed to the same things, the same educational system, exposed to the same wickedness of this world. Hebrews 2:14 through 18, it says, "For as much then as children are partakers of flesh and blood, he, Yahweh ben Yahweh, also himself likewise took part in the same." Everything that we was exposed to, he took part in the same. So through death, he might destroy him that had the power of death. Yes, Yahweh ben Yahweh will destroy Satan. Where does this start at? Don't look outside of you. Look in your mind. That's where Satan exists. He had over 400, over 6,000 years to teach us. Then it says that is the devil, and deliver them unto through fear of death, were all their lifetime subject to bondage. For verily he took not on himself the nature of angels, listen, but he took on himself the seed of Abraham. Wherefore in all things it behooved him to be made like his brethren. So when you find out where Judah is, and Judah's in America, sleep, ignorant, destroyed for the lack of knowledge, the Son said he wanted to be made just like us, that he might be merciful and faithful priest, a faithful priest in things pertaining to Yahweh, to make reconciliation for the sins of the people. For in that he himself have suffered being tempted, he is able to secure them that are tempted. So the Son had to be born from among us. He had to experience the same things that we experience. See, then he didn't come back in all power and authority to kill us for being sinful people, but he came back to teach us the law. Go back to Psalm 19. Psalms 19. Psalms 19. Come on, son. Let's look at this a little closer. Psalms 19. And it says, the law of the Lord Yahweh is perfect, converting the soul. The testimony of the Lord is sure. See, himself is letting us know, because he was born, experienced, went to the same educational systems, the same religious institutions, but he says the testimony of the Lord Yahweh is sure. See, the only way he could testify is he took this law and made himself perfect. So now he's a testimony. The only way you could be a witness is you have to experience. You can't testify unless you're a witness. He's a witness that the law will make you wise. It will convert your soul. I'm talking about Yahweh ben Yahweh. See, remember it says, in the end time, he gonna save his people from their sins. In the end time, not before. He's the one that's gonna loosen the seals, Yahweh ben Yahweh. No one else can do that. And this person is Yahweh ben Yahweh, who was born from among us. Praise Yahweh. Go to Isaiah 12. Isaiah 12. Somebody is really calling me. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Isaiah chapter 12. It's better to text me. I can hear the text. Isaiah 12. Isaiah 12. Isaiah 12. Isaiah 12, verse 4. No, Isaiah 12, 4 and 6. Isaiah chapter 12. You know what? We're going to go to 4 and 12. 12, 4 and 1. Chapter 12, Isaiah chapter 12, starting at 1. And it says, and in that day, see where it says, in that day? In that day, talking about this day of the end time, thou shalt say, O Lord Yahweh, I will praise thee. Though thou was angry with me, thine anger is turned away, and thou comforted me. Behold, Yahweh is my salvation. I will trust and not be afraid, for the Lord Yahweh, there go that J again. Do research on the letter J. You'll find out that the letter J is between 400 and 600 years old. When you find that out, you'll know it couldn't be that word they got there. In my strength and my song, he also is become my salvation. Therefore, with joy shall ye draw water out of the wells of salvation. And in that day, the end time, ye say, praise the Lord Yahweh, and call upon his name. See, it say, call on his name in that day. Declare his doings among the people. Make mention that his name, see that? See, he has a name, is exalted. Can we look up the word call right quick? Because it says, call upon his name. Call on his name. Anaya, you on standby?
Yes, sir.
All right. Is Kagi on there?
Yes, sir.
Was she quiet over there or something?
Yeah, she's muted right now.
Can you look up the word call?
Yes, sir. Got it right now.
Call from the concordance. Call
Call
from the concordance.
from the concordance.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Do you have access to that?
I which concordance? Which one?
Strong. Kagi? Okay.
Shalom, yes, sir.
All right. Stand by, Anaya. Do you
Okay.
have call, sis?
I'm looking it up now. 1 second.
Elijah, we coming. We coming, Elijah.
All right, call. And this is coming from the WordNet Online Dictionary. To say in a loud voice, announce.
Say in a loud voice what?
Announce.
So you got to, it says call upon his name. So you got to announce it. What
Mm-hmm.
else you have?
To demand or ask for a meeting of, convene or convoke.
Uh-huh.
To communicate or try to communicate by telephone.
Mm-hmm.
To cause to come to the mind or attention.
How you gonna call his name to your mind if Yahweh ben Yahweh didn't reveal it? Go ahead.
To indicate a decision in regard to. To shout directions in rhythm for. To communicate or try to communicate with someone.
See, when you call his name, now you're in communication with him. Listen to the words now. Go ahead.
A couple more. One definition says a claim on a person's time or life. A summons or invitation. A strong inner urge or prompting. A vocation. A demand.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
Now, Anaya, would you give us the word proclaim? Because call also means proclaim.
Okay. This is from the Strong's Concordance. The word proclaim is often used to denote announcing something publicly and confidently.
See, they kept the name secret. Yahweh ben Yahweh proclaimed the name publicly. He announced the name publicly. Yes, sir.
Meaning, definition, to call, proclaim, to read aloud or cry out, to announce, to declare publicly. That's it.
Good gracious, to declare publicly. See, before 1979, we did not know the name Yahweh. We knew all other names except Yahweh. We now know this information because of Isaiah 9:6. Go to Isaiah 9:6. And I'm gonna read it. You write these scriptures down, because it says, "For unto us a child is born, a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulder, and his name shall be called Wonderful Counselor, the Mighty God Yahweh." You see what that say right there? That's Isaiah 9:6, that the Son will be the mighty God Yahweh, the everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace. So he's going to be born. It couldn't been the one they called 1900 years ago now. What's going on? Anaya, can you still hear me?
Yes, sir.
Uh, the camera done froze. Anything I can do?
Did Yeah, you are frozen. Is the connection still in the computer? Hello?
Wait, just can you hear me?
I can hear you, yes. Is the camera on still?
Wait, just a minute. Can you still hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I don't know what's happening with that camera right now, but we're gonna keep moving on. We're gonna keep moving on. Because unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given. All right. So it is evident, excuse me, go to Hebrews 7:14. Hebrews 7:14. You're gonna have to write because we're jumping around. Hebrews 7. Come on, Hebrews 7:14. Where is it? Hebrews 7. Hebrews, come on, Hebrews 7 and 14. And it says, for it is evident that our Lord sprung out of Judah, of which tribe Moses spoke nothing concerning priesthood. So it's evident that Yahweh had to spring out of us. I want you to understand several things. That Yahweh is God, that his son's name is Yahweh ben Yahweh, and that he was born from among us, and nobody going to be able to lead you on, lead you into all truth but the Son. His name is Yah ben Yahweh. And that he's the one going to save his people from their sins by teaching us the law. Kagi, can you give me the word son in Hebrew, the meaning of the word son?
Yes, sir. Have that here. One moment. Alrighty, son. From the Strong's Exhaustive Concordance, Hebrews 11:21, Bane, Beit Nun Sofit. From Hebrews 11:29, a son as a builder of the family name. In the
Wait a
white.
minute. Hold it right there, sis. See, the word son, ben, the Hebrew word for son is ben. Remember, it's Yahweh ben, the son Yahweh. And the word son means you have to be a builder of the family's name. You have to be a builder of the family's name. See, there's a family who has the name of their father, but you have to be a builder. Kagi, did it say his family name?
Yes, sir.
It says a builder of the family name. That's what we have, right?
Yes, sir.
I want to make sure I'm saying that right.
You're right.
Builder of the family name. See, there's a family of people, and we, as Yahweh ben Yahweh's sons and daughters, because see, son, well, we're running out of time. See, son in the Strong's is called, do you have the sis.
Right? Son, in the widest sense of literal and figurative relationship, including grandson, subject, nation, quality or condition, etc., like father or brother. Um, some of the definitions under this Hebrew lexical reference has child, daughter, firstborn.
Oh, right there. So in the Bible, in this system, they want men to rule over women. But here the word son also means daughter also in the biblical sense. That the word son also means daughter. See, we will rule together with our sisters. The same Yahweh mind that we have, she'll have the same mind also. Yahweh ben Yahweh raised up his brothers and sisters, his sisters and brothers together. She won't be behind us. See, in Genesis 4 and 1, no, hold it right there. Genesis 5 and 2. It says, male and female created he them and blessed them and called their name. The male and the female was called Adam. That's Genesis 5 and 2. In the day when they were created. So male and female is Adam. We was raised up together by Yahweh ben Yahweh, and our sisters and brothers will be continued to be raised up together. We will rule together. No inferiority. When he says, be ye perfect, even as your Father which is in heaven is perfect, he was talking to both of us. Nothing inferior. Yeah, you say something, Anaya?
I got a little more for son.
You do?
Yes.
Can I get what you through?
For that one, it just says like kid, lamb, very fruitful, nephew, servant. It's others in there, but that
Okay.
yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you, Sister Kaigi. What you have, Anaya?
Definition for son also means child or member of a group. It is used broadly to refer to descendants or members of a specific group. In the Hebrew etymology of the word, it's derived from the word banah, meaning to build, indicating that son is considered a builder of the family name. The word son also means descendant or a person related to by bond or by a lineage. Son often also refers to a spiritual or a divine sonship. That's it.
Thank you, Brother Anaya. Good gracious. Kaigi, did you say something in your word, son? Either one of y'all used the word nation? Did one of y'all say the
Yeah.
word nation?
That's at the top of the Hebrew Strong Exhaustive Lexical Reference. 1121. It says of literal and figurative relationship, including grandson, subject, nation, quality, or condition.
See, the son, that's Yah ben Yahweh, and those that receive Yahweh ben Yahweh's, those of us that receive Yahweh ben Yahweh, he gave us the power to go to you got to read it for yourself. John 1, 12. John 1 and 12. John 1, St. John 1 and 12. But it says, but as many as receive him, to them gave he power to become the sons of Yahweh, even to them that believe on his name. It's all about the name. Everywhere that Lord and God appear in large and small capital letters, the original is Yahweh. Then son also means builder of the nation of Yahweh. See, this is not a religion. We are the nation of Yahweh, the nation of the Creator. All nations have laws, statutes, judgments, and commandments. We as the nation of Yahweh have them also. They're in the Bible. Daniel 2:44 says, and in the days of these kings, not when they died, not when they are destroyed, but while they in existence, in the days of these kings shall the God Yahweh of heaven set up a kingdom. He's going to set up a kingdom in the days of these kings, which shall never be destroyed. So if this kingdom, not if, being that this kingdom will be established, then it'll never be destroyed. Well, that means heaven is right here on earth. And the kingdom shall not be left to other people, other immoral people, but it shall break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms, and it shall stand forever. This is going to take place in the days of these kings. In the days. Yes.
I actually have a couple of definitions from Sun from the Wordnik online dictionary.
Okay.
One of them is the divine word of Yahweh, the second person in the Trinity, incarnate. This is for Son. Another definition is one of Yahweh's followers, one of the regenerate.
So a son is somebody who follows Yahweh ben Yahweh. That's a son. That's a daughter. You got to be a follower of Yahweh ben Yahweh. Follower means be obedient to him. He said, if you love me, keep my commandments. Go ahead. Excuse me, Kagi. Go ahead.
And a couple more I will mention is a person whose character partakes so much of some quality or characteristic as to suggest the relationship of son and parent, as in sons of light, sons of pride, the son of perdition, etc.
So the son of perdition, that's the devil. He got some sons. Lucifer got some sons, and Yahweh got some sons. How do you tell the difference? The sons of perdition, the sons of Lucifer, will teach you that the law don't count no more. He will be an opposer to Yahweh. The sons of Yahweh ben Yahweh will teach you to be perfect just like he is. You will not be able to make excuses, because when he came, according to Hebrews chapter 2, 14 through 18, he experienced the same things that we experience. So he understands us. We just have to come into knowledge of that Yahweh is in us too. When he say, be ye perfect as your Father which is in heaven is perfect, he's telling you to be just like him. You can't be like him unless he's in you. He just have to give you the knowledge to awaken the Yahweh in you so that you can be conscious of the Yahweh in you. So you can stop looking in the sky. But as many as receive Yahweh ben Yahweh, to them he gave power to become the sons of Yahweh. The family of Yahweh. See, remember say the family builder of the family name? Builder of the family name. Mm, mm, mm. Somebody just texts me and says, when you call on the name Yahweh, you request to be present. You're requesting Yahweh to be present. For him to be present, you got to know that he's in you. Now, this may sound different to you, and you know why? Because it is different. Because howbeit he, when the spirit of truth is come, he will guide you into all truth. See, Yahweh and Yahweh is my father. Wait just a minute here. I read something. Woo! It says, son, the son and the daughter. Listen now. The son and the daughter takes on the characteristics. The son and the daughter takes on the characteristics of their father, Yahweh ben Yahweh. Takes on the characteristics. Matthew 5:48, be ye perfect, just like your father. Take on the characteristics of your father. Scripturally, Yahweh say we'll do greater works. How are we going to do greater works? Because as we bring our like minds together, the sons, the family of Yahweh, this all takes place in our mind. Remember, study means intense mental application. You got to study this and apply it every day. And sometimes it may become a fight, but you just have to fight because the devil has placed himself in us. And we have to cleanse ourselves of our faults and our secret faults. When we say, oh, Yahweh, yes, Yahweh resides in us. We are the temple of Yahweh. Wait just a minute. Woo! Anaya, it says the Holy One of Israel.
The
Holy One of Israel. Look up the word O-F. That's a little word.
Of.
O-F.
Okay. Of. The word of is a preposition that is used to indicate relationships between various elements in a sentence. Let's see. See much. Give me a second.
Is this camera?
Of expressing the relationship between a part and the whole. Of indicating an association between two entities. typically one of belonging to the other. Of expressing the relation between a direction and a point of reference. That's it.
Okay. Now, we're using several dictionaries. Remember, wisdom is the principal thing. With all thy getting, get an understanding. See, the Bible is written in English, but these English words have biblical meaning. So you're going to have to study these words for yourself to get a biblical understanding. Now, another definition for of means offspring. See, when the Holy One of Israel, meaning he came from Israel, the Holy One of coming from us, he came from us. He came from us. Don't look up in the sky. Stop looking up in the sky. Look in yourself. Remember, this system admits that you use less than 10% of your mind. The other 90% is reserved for Yahweh. The best that this world has to offer, the best that it has, is done with less than 10%. Imagine when that Yahweh awakening you and that other 90% is released. Just the best that this world got, the best, it was done with less than 10%. They admit that. Just imagine that other 90%. But we have to become keepers of Yahweh's law. We have to acknowledge the Son, because the Son is going to guide us into all truth. That's Yahweh ben Yahweh. See, all these other names came about after Yahweh started revealing the name Yahweh and revealing himself. Lucifer threw a monkey wrench in there. A child that don't know who their father is, you look at them kind of funny if you don't know who your father is. My father's name is Yahweh ben Yahweh, and I hope you come to understand that your father's name is Yahweh ben Yahweh. And we have to understand that no one was found in heaven or earth or underneath the earth that can open the seals that was closed up in Daniel's days, and only Yahweh ben Yahweh, the Lamb, could open up these seals. And then we have to study his words, because he reserved some things for us to reveal. Yes, Yahweh, yes, yes. Boy, I got a lot of texts tonight. I couldn't hit all the scriptures, but you have to come in. Anaya, please tell them how they can participate. As you tell them every week.
Every week.
You tell them every week. You have to become a part of the system that we have in place, because this is a biblical research study class. That's what kind of class this is. A biblical research study class. And I'm sure more than Anaya and I got information to share, especially when we start looking it up. Because all of us have something to add. You put it all together, and look what you walk away from this class with. If you know why why we're known as the nation of Yahweh, because that's part of being the son. We're to build the family's name. The family name is Yahweh. The name of our nation is the nation of Yahweh. The nation of Yahweh is simply the nation of God. We just know his name is Yahweh. There's no other group got the courage to say they are the nation of God. His name is Yahweh. Nobody else got the nerve to say that because they're inferior. And Yahweh is not producing inferior. See, the word imperfect means to be inferior, second rate, unlearned, unskilled, unhygienic, lesser than. Anaya, would you give us those
Savage.
one? Say it again.
Savage.
To be imperfect means to be a savage. Don't make me go to my notes. I got them right here. Don't make me go to them. Anaya. Don't make me go to my notes, Anaya.
Go to 'em.
Imperfect means to be savage. You're a savage if you're not perfect. If it hurt a little bit, good. Purify yourself. Become perfect. You say he is our father, then do what he say do. And now you give us some wonderful announcements.
Yes, sir. As always, we would love for you to participate in class. You can be in here too, and you could be giving what you have found in meanings. Just join the Discord. Join the Discord. We send a text out every week. Every week. We sent one out today. We sent out one last Thursday, and we will send out one again next Thursday. If you want that text to hit your phone with the link to join our Discord, go to ybyalliance.com. That's ybyalliance.com. And you will have a contact form. You click on contact. It'll be on the first page. It'll be over the picture of Yahweh ben Yahweh. You click on contact us. You enter your name, your email, your phone number, and you'll be added to the call list, to the text list, where you will receive the link to join the Discord. That Discord is a wonderful community of beautiful, intelligent, smart, moral individuals, ethical individuals, righteous individuals, virtuous individuals, honorable, principled, upright, noble. If you want to be a part of that community, join the Discord. Come to the Discord. Also, let's not forget, we are having the feast. The feast is coming up and it's coming fast. Passover, the feast of unleavened bread, passing over to purpose. Yahweh's call to his people will be hosted in Riviera Beach, Florida, at the Brooks Center, April 1st through the 8th. Also on ybyalliance.com. If you click on the Feast of Yahweh, you can purchase your feast tickets you don't want to miss. Again, Passover, Feast of Unleavened Bread, passing over to purpose, Yahweh's call to his people, hosted in Riviera Beach, Florida. Beautiful Riviera Beach, Florida, by the way. Don't miss out. April 1st to the 8th. Class starts 8 p.m. every night of that week. I'll see you there.
Praise Yahweh. Thank you so much for those kind words every Thursday night. To participate in the class as a Naya, you must join the system that we have in place. That doesn't mean you have to say anything, but based on the texts that I got, there's a lot to be said because it's about understanding. Now, understand this clearly. We're looking for all good people. If your mind is not intended to be good, then you're not welcome. Please do not come among us. We have no use for you. We're looking for those that are good and striving to be good. We're the family of Yahweh ben Yahweh. It's time for us to come together. That's the time it is. It's not time for us to complain. And you got to study for yourself. You got to study harder than you have ever studied in your life to kill Satan in your mind. Well, I know I said I'm back in Riviera Beach. I got to acknowledge my Atlanta family. I had a wonderful time in Atlanta last week. I was in one of Yahweh's mansions. It was a little chilly, and I stayed in the house and looked out the window. If I went out the house, I was running. But I was treated, Yahweh say, how you treat the least one of mine is how you treat me. I was treated royally. I like to say thank you to the Atlanta family, and it's and everybody else in the listening audience tonight and in the future. If you believe in good, then we welcome you to the nation of God. His name is Yahweh. We're going to say a prayer to our Father Yahweh. We're going to say it. The Lord's Prayer in Hebrew is the Tefillah. We stand and face the east. Tefillah. Avenu Shabbat Shemayim. Yi Kadesh Shemerka. Tarvo Makuteaka. Yase Rizonka. Tivashemayim Kain Baretz. Et Lekum Kukain Nu. Tain La Nu Hayom. Uslak La Nu. All Karte Nu. Moshe Soul King. Gomanat Nu. Lakuteo La Nu. They all Tepie Nu. Ladeni Sayam. King Kasenu. Min Hara. Kilakar. Hamam Laha. Veat Givara. Veat Tevere. Leolame. Olame Sila. We thank thee, Yahweh, O living and eternal King, who has so mercifully restored our souls within us. And again, always remember that Yahweh ben Yahweh loves you, and we, his nation, the nation of Yahweh, love you all. Let's come together, family. Praise Yahweh. Shalom, shalom.
Shalom, shalom.